It's Beer O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from Flying Dog Brewery. And look at this can, doesn't that look nice? It's one can that would stand out on the beer shelf. When you're looking at the big array of beers that are out there at the moment, you see this and you think, ooh, that stands out. And it's what it's all about these days. It's Bloodline by Flying Dog Brewery. And it's a blood orange ale, coming in at 7% ABV. An ale brewed with blood orange puree and natural flavourings. It's a 355 milliliter can, so it's not a 330 can like you get in the UK. Slightly bigger, and I like that, America. I like that. Beer in the glass then. Look at this. Look at that from Flying Dog. Clean as a bell. No haze, no yeast. That is one of the cleanest, loveliest looking beers that I've ever seen. Good carbonation, golden amber in colour, one finger white head. Now, the only question I've got is, with it being so clean and crisp, has a lot of the flavour been filtered out? We'll find out now in a moment. But first, I'd like to thank our channel sponsors, beersofeurope.co.uk, for sending us the beer. Fantastic company with great beers from all around the world. Check out the link in the description box below for beersofeurope.co.uk. And on we go. Aroma. I get a lot of malt. I get a lot of hops. And I get a lot of that blood orange. I brewed a beer last year. It was a grapefruit IPA with a company, and we used grapefruit puree. And when I went to do a trial at the brewery to see if this could work, it was an ice cream puree, concentrated puree, so a blood orange, it was a red grapefruit ice cream puree. And I always remember tasting it raw, and I will never ever be able to forget that flavour because it was so concentrated, so full on, and it will live for me forever. So I suppose my experience there is that, yes, they've seen they're using puree, which is probably very, very similar. And you can smell it. You can smell it in the beer. It's an unforgettable smell and taste. Let's dive in. Cheers. That's a beer that does one flavour over there, one flavour over there, one flavour down there, and one flavour down there. And when you start to think about the beer, bang, they all come crashing together into one big ball of flavour. And it works. It works. It's all very fast, it's all very quick. Let me explain. Malt. Bitterness. Most definitely blood orange because it comes through in that puree. More bitterness, a little bit of yeast, and some hops. So it's kind of doing lots of different things, and then it all just comes crashing together into one big flavour. And it turns it into a beer. And a good beer at that. I like it. I do like it. What I like about it is the fact that I taste a lot of malt up front. And that just confirms to me that yes, it's a beer. It's a malty beer. So first and foremost, they got the right thing spot on, and that is that first and foremost, it is a beer before anything else. Before a blood orange, juice, mango, crazy thing, it's beer. The next thing I like is the fact that you've got that lovely blood orange and bitterness on the back end, and that comes from a mix of the puree and the hops on the back end. It's very drinkable. It's very refreshing, even at 7% ABV. And just as you breathe, I always take a little breath before I taste. You just get a little waft of that blood orange. And if it says Bloodline Blood Orange Ale on the can, it sure as hell comes through on the flavour, and that's always important, because you don't want to be printing stuff like that on a can and it's a little bit lackluster, you know, it's not quite doing what it says on the tin. So all in all, with good carbonation, good drinkability, good flavours, this is a pretty good beer. Let's rate it. I like that enough to give it an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.